Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to show you the important command which is lost or default. And this is a true command which is used in links most of the times. So this is command, I will show you what's the use of this command and use case of this command. Let's move on to UiPath, and first I will drag in one sequence. Let me disable the sequence here. I will drag in one sequence, rename it as lost, and inside there I will create a one variables array of string and fruits name. So to make this video faster, I will copy this variables here so that the value of this one. So as you see, I created one argument. I created one string type of. Let me change this one as a string of array. So as you see, I created one like variables with the variables of strings, and with I assign some fruits name here. Like there is a 4 values here, and I also create one empty array of empty, and I will give the same name. So I will let you know what is the use of this one, and just define as a array, a null array. So here I'm going to first the right line or message box, and let's use the right line so that we could not take time. So here I will type is as array of fruits name dot last method. So as you see here, we have two methods here. In last there is a last and default. So I will show you the difference of both methods. What's the difference? Let's use the first last method. So what this method do, it will get the last element of this particular array. At the previous video I already show you how to get the first element of that video. If you did not see or check that video, please go to in descriptions, or I will paste the link of that video in my description so that you could watch that first method of links, and also show you the how to use that method. And here I'm showing you the last method, what is the use of last method. So if I use this last method, so it will get the last element of this particular string of array. There is I think there is extra space. Yes. So I save this one and let me run this one. So as you see, the result is coming output panel, which is apple, and that is the last element of this particular string of array apple. So for using this type of functions, we will get the last element of the particular array of any conditions. We can get the last element of that one. We also use the last using functions or using links functions. So I will show you how could we use that one. So let me assign one like a variable, like a string type of variable. Create one string variable str fruit. So this variable type is strings, and I use one assign method here, str fruits and array of fruit name dot last and inside that last we could define one Linq functions with a creating a lambda functions and define some values like function, and create one lambda function and define as like a dot length is equal to 5. So here we are, what we are doing here, we are creating our lambda functions with a and a dot length. So we are finding the last value which have the length of 5. So for example, as a given value we have the first this one, so it will get this value. The last one, the length of this particular string is 5, so also we'll get the result and show you in the message box. Put name and let me run this code. So as you see, we get the output as an apple. For example, also we can change it here, the length, the last length of 6, whose length is 6. So if you type it, we need for here we are telling that get the last element which length is 6. So for example, we have a last element is apple, but we are defining the conditions here like the last element, so which length is 6. So we have a last element is length is 6 is orange, and that is the last element which length is orange. And so according to that conditions, let's check what the output will come. So it will come orange as we expected. So hope you understand this topic. If you have any queries or comment, you can just email me. I will share my knowledge to you. And there is one other functions which is last or default. So that is a very easy functions. Like if I will use this function, for example, we already created this function. We already created this empty array here with the defining a null values. So for example, if we get let me disable this activities for enable this one, and if we define it here array of empty dot last. So we are doing here to getting the last element of the particular array of empty, but as we know, we already defined the empty of array and there is no values. So in this case, the bot will throw as exceptions because the last element is always throw as exceptions, and last or default will not throw an exceptions. So that's the two major difference in this functions. So I will show you how could we use. First let me write this one and show you what is that happens. So as we expected, this is the exception cases, which see we got the exceptions here. Right line sequence contain no element, it means that is exceptions. And apart from that, if we could use last or default, so that will not throw any exceptions, last or default. So this case, this will written as a null string, null value. See, it's successfully run and it's written a null. So that's the major difference, that's the most important difference for last and last or default method. As in cases in some scenarios where we can use last or default, where we do not want any exceptions to be thrown out. So in this case we could use this method as same like a first or default. So first there is a first and firstOrDefault and elementAt So that's all videos I already uploaded in my channel. If you did not watch it, please go through it and watch that video. I also put the links in my description so that you could be easy can watch that videos. And guys, if you like this channel, please subscribe me and share your friends, and please give a thumbs up so that I could motivate to create more videos which could help you to make a better RPA developer. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.